In today's video we're looking at Pocket Grafx by Scott McKay. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another airbrush review. In today's video we are doing a review on some Pocket Grafx by Scott McKay. These were sent out to me by the Airbrush company, so a big thumbs up to them for sending these out so I can do this review and show you this great product today, guys. So looking at stencils and templates, these are things that you use when you're airbrushing. You use masking techniques, fine line, things like that. I've used an array of shields in my career, from French curves like them as you see there, to the Melee flexible solvent proof shields like that, and I still use these today. These have worked absolutely spot on. I've also used these ones, you can pick these up from shops with the circles cut out. So they're the ones that I basically use, and I've been sent these out, and these are a real trick bit of kit, guys. And the good thing about these is they're all miniatures, so when you're doing things like portraits, as you see here, where you've got these real intricate pieces around the eyes, around the nose, bits in the skull for textures, these sort of shields and things like that come really handy, because portraits have soft lines and sharp lines when you're painting. Not everything is sharp. You have to mix across the two, look at your reference, and you'll see that there's real sharp intricate lines and there's real soft shades and things like that. So this set of Pocket Grafx that I'm going to show you today, I think will come in really handy for when you're doing things like portraits, any piece in your artwork where you'll need a real sharp line. So the actual kit itself comes in a cardboard backing like that, and it's cellophaned over, and the main piece with all the stencil templates in is in one big sheet. That's how you get it, and then you get your metal carry case that's in the bottom like that, that's on the screen. So you undo the packaging and you get it in one sheet of the solvent proof plastic, and you go round, there's little arrows all round each individual piece, and you basically just press down with your scalpel and it releases each template from the main piece like that. So the ones that you get the Pyro Curve, which is this one here, and this is a miniature. It's got all the little curves on it. So this is what I'm on about, being really handy for doing pieces around the eye, round the nose, on the teeth, bits in the skull to get them sharp lines. I think this would just be absolutely brilliant. I'm itching to use this on a portrait. You're going to see in some more upcoming videos. These are going to be my go-to templates. So that's the Pyro Curve that you get in the kit. Moving on, you get the Filigree Flower one, which is like a little miniature flowers, which is handy. You can do borders and things like that around your artwork, and you've got a real cool intricate stencil there for that one. So that's that. The next one is the Pocket Shred. So that's like torn textures and things like that you can use. Say you're doing metal work like rivets and steel, and you want to get some little tears in there. That would be great for that, for them real sharp, intricate, sharp lines on that one. The next one up is Shatter. Like again, pictures with broken glass, things like that, real sharp, jagged lines. They're all on there, guys, and you can get some really cool effects like broken glass with that. So that's that one. Moving on, you get Metal Master, and these two I've got in my hand now. Particular are the ones I want to really use, because I do a lot of steel textures and things like that in my artwork. So you've got Metal Master, which is bullet holes. You have got bolt heads. You've got your Phillips screwdriver little head, so you can do all your intricate pieces for steel and things like that in that one. And then you've got the Rivet Master. So if you're doing a bike tank and you want to make it look old, like the war thing with all the rivets in the steel, that's the template there to go for, guys. You've got your circles and then you've got your other circle here, so you can drop your highlights and your shadows in. You've got some star pieces there to do like the star knot on the tops of these. You've got a texture around the edge, straight edges. So every one of these shields will come in handy. They don't have to be specifically for, the rivet one don't have to be for doing rivets. You can use all these shapes to help you out in your piece of artwork that you're doing, and it will be really, really useful, guys. So what I'll do is I'll get set up, drop some paint in the airbrush, and then we'll just have a little play, and I'll sort of go around with these shields and just show you how easy they are to use and the sort of effects you can get down. See you the next day. Right guys, I've got some black paint in the airbrush, and I'm basically just going to buzz around these stencils, and you'll see the shapes that can come off of these and what you could use these in your artwork. So we've got the Rivet Master. So if you spray on the edge of this one like that, you can get a texture edge there, so you could use that in a piece of artwork. You've got your tiny little stars. I recommend, if you're using these and you just want to use one intricate piece, a little bit of masking tape, drop it over the other holes so you don't get any overspray going through them. And the bonus of that is, if you put masking tape across here, you've got your sticky side through the hole, and then you can stick that to your work and it'll hold your shield in place. So that's the stars you get, nice little intricate like stars. On the rivet, you can get your circles like that, and then you can put that one, this one here, over it, and then you can make them look sunken back. You can highlight the top of this, you can then turn this one round, do that way. You could put a drop shadow that side as well, and just play and get different effects. Set that in a little bit more, and then when you drop the white on the top of that, that would pop that out. You've got your straight edges like that. You've got your angles, so you can come round with some sharp angles like that. Tiny little dots, working your way up on the shield like that. So that's that one, which I think will be really, really handy, especially for the rivets. I like this one for the rivet side of things, and if you've got your real small lines you need to get, you've got some nice lines there, and you've got a texture on that side to do some nice textures and work across in that. So you can get some real tiny little intricate bits. As you can see there, it puts down some real tiny little pieces. So that one's the Rivet Master. And then we'll move on to the Pyro Curve. And again, if you hold it up and I just spray around the shield, you can see the intricate shapes on that. That just gives you an absolute look at what that shield can do. There's loads of little curves, and I think this one is really good for things around like eyes and things like that. When you're doing a portrait, around the bits of the nose, inside the nostril, you could use that one. There is an array of shapes on there to use. Tiny little ones like that, little shapes. They all serve a purpose in a picture. All these little shapes will serve a purpose. As I always got told, paint the shapes and the picture will take care of itself. So we're now moving on to the pocket shred, and this one's just sharp lines again. I'll just buzz around that stencil. And as you can see, where these dark lines are, that's where you can get them real nice sharp edges going around on your piece of artwork. When you need that intricate shape just to finish that piece off, you've got it right there. So that's another great little shield and they're just really handy to hold in your hand. They're nice and flexible. You could place that up to a piece of artwork, go in, and you know you're getting that shape where you want it on that piece of artwork. So that's the pocket thread, that's that one. Then you have got Shatter. So these are basically loads of really sharp, intricate lines. As you can see there, real nice, jagged, sharp lines. Again, really sharp. So these can be introduced into pieces of artwork when you need that real sharp edge and you're fiddling around with masking tape. You don't need to, because you just hold one of these, put it up to your piece of artwork, and you've got that real intricate, sharp line that you need. So it's a very, very well thought out kit. Scott McKay's an amazing artist. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel, and there is videos and you see a piece of art that he does, and he's using this kit. So that'll be a bit more of an in-depth on an actual piece of artwork. The next one is Metal Master. So you could do your bolt head like that, and then you could put a Phillips head in the center, so you can make all your little bolts, your intricate bolts. You could use the round circular one and do a circle with that, and then you could drop your Phillips head in on the top of that one, and you've got your screw head like that. So they all serve a purpose. You can interchange and try different ones to get different effects. I think this one's like a bullet. That one there you can use like a bullet hole. So then you'd put a circle and you'd highlight that edge, darken the centre out, and that's how you get your bullet hole effect. You've got tiny little dots again on that one. On the edges you've got textures, another little torn type texture. That's one of the bolts again, and you can drop that over it, and you could just drop shadow off that and do like a fade out on that one. So that's the Metal Master. And then you've got the flower one, the Filigree Flourish. So that's this one, and this is basically a flower pattern with leaves. So borders and things like that. You could go again and work your way along as a border and just join them up and work your way along and make fancy borders around pictures, things like that. You can fold these stencils out the way, so if you just want one piece of the stencil, you can just move it away with your fingers. So they're really, really versatile, and it's a great bit of kit, very well thought out by Scott McKay, who's a long-serving airbrush artist, and he has come up with things that he's obviously used himself and thought of in his pieces of artwork, and they're all handy, they all serve their purpose in this kit, guys. So I'd highly recommend getting one if you're getting into airbrushing and you're going portrait route, things like that. These will come in so handy. There you go, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it on the Pocket Grafx by Scott McKay. Highly recommended for a beginner, even up to advanced. You will use these shields, I will guarantee it, in a piece of artwork when you need them real sharp edges. All handy, come in a nice little storage tin so you don't lose them. They're solvent proof. You can wipe these down, clean them, take the paint off, and they will be lasting you a lifetime. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I just want to big shout out to the airbrush company for sending me these out so I could do a review today for you guys. The next video that is coming up is going to be a big review, and it's going to have some spraying in it, so I'm going to take you through a whole array of stuff in that one, and I'll just give you a little glimpse of what's coming up. And it is in this nice silver box by Flake King. This is what Flake King sent out for me, so I'm going to do a review on this, and there's some real cool goodies in here, guys. We're going to be doing some metal flake. So I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.